Do you think it's in bad taste for a creator to beg for money from their audience for an easily winnable lawsuit? Keep in mind they've bragged about their wealth, such as buying an expensive sports car.
I did get my GT 500.
Oh God! Look,
congratulations!
Beautiful, man.
I think they're referencing me
Are
because
they
I
referencing
said
you?
which I have not done, by the way. This is my give, send, go. I'm fighting a bogus lawsuit from an insane moron. Mondegraaff, he's on this thing where he's like emailing everybody I know now. Mondegraaff has always been into sucking little boy cock, which is weird, but that's his thing. Look, I'm not here to stop him. I'm just saying he should probably be shot in the fucking head. Mondegraaff, you're a fucking faggot. Everybody knows you're a clip this all you want and sue me if you want, you fucking faggot, child molesting fucking faggot. Do that. How about you try that? Mondegraaff is suing me, as you guys know. Here's the reality. I mean, I guess I could just read the thing I wrote. I'll read it. So, hey, what's up, guys? This is Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, small law firm in central Minnesota. How's it going? If you're here, you probably already know about my plight. A lunatic internet weirdo named Mondegraaff, aka Steve Quest, is suing me with a frivolous lawsuit designed to silence my speech and impact my ability to do what I love, making people laugh at stupid legal and cultural topics. This started with Mr. Medicare.
This is tough. I was watching really other, powerful videos from other creators on how do I do this? What's gonna get me through this tough time? And I've decided, you know what? I've started a KickFundMe. It's pretty simple. I'm sad, and I need your fucking money, so you need to pay me. That's how we're going to get through this. I've been doxxed, and I need your fucking money. You need to pay me. That's how KickFundMe works. You don't really get a product. I just make demands, and you give me money. I've been doxxed. I don't think you understand. It's terrible. Pay me fucking money.
Back in 2019, he introduced me to Mondegraaff, who was engaged in another loser of an anti-speech lawsuit against someone named Morphinos. Medicare and I laughed at the case and the bogus nature of the claims Mondegraaff was bringing and delved into the storied internet history of this strange man. Mondegraaff waged a meme war against me, but then ultimately disappeared for a couple of years. When I was wrongly banned from YouTube, Mondegraaff returned, claiming victory and that I would never return to YouTube. As I deal with many trolls, I responded by relaying some of Mondegraaff's well-documented past. Now he's sued me for defamation, which is interesting because it requires things said to be false.
If I made these statements publicly, I said, I went to Nick's house. I entered Nick's home. I saw him interact with his children. I called CPS because I don't like child abuse. Okay.
Right.
Now, every one of those statements let's say that every one of those statements is true. I came to your house. I watched you interact with your children. I called CPS, and I don't like child abuse. So say all those things are true. Well, I've still defamed you because I've implied that you were abusing your children. Now, if we turn that into sexual abuse, that becomes defamation per se.
Right.
Because sexual assault is treated that way. In other words, you don't have to prove that the statement was defamatory. It's just assumed to be.
I decided to take the lawsuit seriously and hired one of the best defamation lawyers out there, Mark Randazza, a true champion of free speech. I told him, I'm like, you realize I'm going to talk about this lawsuit. He's like, don't. And I'm like, of course I am. Like, I have to. That's the way it's going to go. I'll try and like play your little game or whatever, but I'm going to talk about this thing. And my goal is for him to have an aneurysm or a heart attack in love. Mark and I have a tepid history, but he took on the opportunity to defend speech while I took on the opportunity to be his most difficult client, and that roster is impressive. Certainly. All of that to say, legal bills for a top-tier law firm are insane, even on a frivolous suit. I've tried to help out many people over my time broadcasting, and I'm genuinely asking people to help me if they can spare it. Please, please do not put yourself in any financial peril or hardship on my behalf. Always take care of yourself and your family first. However, if you're so inclined, I would appreciate any assistance in defraying these legal bills. I also may have to pay for Mark's therapy or hypnotic mind wipe when all is said and done. I appreciate this community and everything it's done for me and my family. Thank you for your support. No, you don't. It's
giving into the
worthless.
grift.
It's
You're saying
worthless.
he's giving into the grift?
Yes.
Hold on a
absolutely.
second, but
You know I'm giving into the grift. I hate this trial. I hate everything about this. 3 weeks. I've wasted 3 fucking weeks of my life, Kurt. I'm sitting here and I'm going, why in goddamn hell am I watching this? I'm so fucking sick of this charade. I'm goddamn tired of it, Joe. I'm tired of it.
But you're profiting
Ceasefire.
every day. That's the thing. I mean,
Of course I'm profiting.
I don't begrudge you profiting off of it. I just sort of don't understand why you're so mad at it, and then you are acknowledging that you're doing it for the grifting. It seems inconsistent.
Of course I'm doing it for the grifting. If you're unable to contribute financially, please consider sharing this campaign and spreading the word. Thanks, y'all. See you every weeknight at 11 p.m. Central. Peace. Peace.
And don't worry if you can't contribute to the Kick Fund Me. That's okay. You can buy my merchandise. Look for the link in the description.
So, that's what we've got here. Look, I don't even know, because I get an invoice every month, how deep into this thing I am, but it's very, very expensive. It's very expensive to fight even a frivolous lawsuit when you do it correctly. I could have hired a defamation attorney here in Minnesota. I could have hired anybody. Could have done it myself. So, unfortunately, I'm asking for a little bit of help. Triptych asks a very important question. If Nick wins and Monty has to cover his legal costs, does that mean he has to pay back the chat and donors? No. Sorry, that's not how that works. One, I don't know how I would do that practically. I said that I'm not a super fan of doing. I may do a GoFundMe for my lawsuit against Montegraph,
Right.
but I haven't done it yet. And I also said I would prefer to like give people something if they're going to contribute to it. But two, the reality is that Monty, even if I get a fee award against Monty, it's almost impossible that he'll pay any of it.
Why are you doing that?
And that's the problem when you weaponize the legal system against people is how do I make a broke weirdo pay for the damage that they cause? There's really not much you can do. Dude, I have not experienced this level of hate from like 30 people online in a while. And so I started a Give, Send, Go for people who want to contribute to my fight against Montegraph. That's it.
Well, and the amount of shit I get back from people for like posting the link to that is like, hey, he got this expensive car. He can sell. Like, look. This is not Nick and some random guy having a personal battle between each other. This is something that literally affects every fucking one of us and everyone else that's on YouTube. This is not a personal battle between two people. And Nick's done me so many fucking solids, I can't even count it. So as a friend, that's the least I can do. Even if you're not a friend of Nick, this is a free speech issue. This is a communication issue. This is a libel. There's so many legal issues tied up in this that affect not just Nick, but every single one of us. And that's the least you can do. If you're a rando, fine. I don't give a shit. But I consider you a friend. And it's like, that's the least I can do to someone that supported me. And if you don't like it, don't fucking leave a comment. I didn't ask you to leave a fucking comment. Just fucking go off and don't do it. This is a free speech issue. Don't fucking leave a comment. I didn't ask you to leave a fucking comment.
Guys, I am $75,000 plus deep in this lawsuit personally. If you guys don't know, I mean, I'm well over, I think I'm well over $40,000 into this lawsuit. 40 grand. I made the give send go for 50K, not even expecting to hit it. Just like, hey, if you want to contribute and defray these costs, that's fine. I'm paying, like, I've paid all of this shit out of my pocket from the start. And that's the reality. But it's expensive to fight these fucking lawsuits. I don't do this often. I don't endorse GoFundMes that I don't know, the people involved. But I think I know the people involved in this GoFundMe well enough to bring it up on the stream and to talk about it. This is already a successful GoFundMe. They don't need your support, but it's important to talk about. Okay, this is the GoFundMe organized by T. Greg Doucette and Jay Woolman, two rock star, high-powered, prolific, prominent attorneys, experts at everything that they do. They have raised a colossal $2,305 by appealing to extremely successful lawyers, really dedicated activists. I mean, they have, with their social media presence and on-point messaging, have managed to raise $2,300. It's been just 20 days. And they don't take donations from incels, basement dwellers, chuds. You're going to go out, you're going to have fun, and you're not going to worry about what some dumb incel on the planet, on the internet thinks about your life. And I know for you, that's fucking strange because no one wants to talk to you because you're like a weird pimple-faced autist, right? They don't do any of that. All of their donations come from extremely successful people, which is why they've had so much success. And look at this. They learned how to do this from me. It's going directly to Randazza Legal Group. That's what happens with GoFundMe. GoFundMe does that when you send the money to Randazza. Just like they changed it with Beard Harris, or with Vic's case, to make it on behalf of Beard Harris, because the money was actually going to Beard Harris's IOLTA account. You know, the moment that thing failed to take off, that Woolman and Randazza called up T-Greg and were like, what the fuck? Help! You promised us. You said you had the social media presence to raise money for this. Where's the fucking money, Greg? I don't care what they say in public. Where's the money, Greg? We can't keep doing the work, Greg. We need to get paid, Greg. Where's the fucking money? And all I did was merely ask a couple people, if you're able, and you want to throw a couple bucks towards it, do it. And they're like, "Wah! How dare he?" It's like, okay, well, that's fine. Like, don't pay them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, dude.
that's just short-sighted idiot.
Clip this all you want and sue me if you want, you fucking faggot, child molesting fucking